This is Lauren Sanek at Home Seller Homebuyer Podcast. We have Home Seller episode number 4, and we'll be talking about how do buyers shop for homes and their characteristics. Okay, let's get started with how do buyers shop for homes and their characteristics. According to the 2014 Home Search Survey done by the National Association of Realtors, 43% of home buyers, their first step is to go to the internet and look for properties. 12% of those buyers first looked online for information about the home buying process. 92% of buyers use the internet in some way in their home search process, and 50% of those buyers use a mobile website or application in their home search. So you can see that mobile is becoming a very big part of home searching when the buyers start to look. Real estate agents were viewed as useful information source by 98% of the buyers who used an agent while searching for a home. The typical home buyer searched for 10 to 12 weeks and viewed 10 to 12 homes. This is 2 weeks shorter than the previous report from 2013. Approximately 9 in 10 recent buyers were at least somewhat satisfied with the home buying process, and more than half the buyers finding their right home found it was the most difficult step in the home buying process. Well, what do buyers really value the most? In the survey, 84% of them wanted photos or more photos. 82% wanted detailed property information. And 63% wanted virtual tours. Like in one of the previous podcasts we talked about, photos, information about the property, virtual tours, these are the most important things that has to be presented about your home by your listing agent. Real estate contact information is less than 50%, 46%. Interactive maps, 43%. Those two are no big players in this situation. Due to tightened credit standards for home buyers, the level of the first-time home buyer has been suppressed because of these tightened credit standards. Among primary residence home buyers, only 33% are first-time buyers, while the historical average is 40%. So you can see that we need to somehow get the first-time buyer back in the market to help the rest of the real estate market. First-time home buyers are likely to be single females and single males, and they typically have a lower income than repeat home buyers. Due to the lower share of first-time buyers, the data shows a market with a higher share of married couples who have higher household income than seen in the last report in 2013. 13% of recent buyers purchased a multi-generational home. The reasons for purchasing this type of home vary from children over 18 moving back into the house, to cost savings, to health and caretaking of aging parents, as well as wanting to spend more time with aging parents. The demographic characteristics of a home buyer in the last 3 years have been reflective of tightened credit conditions. Buyers tend to have higher incomes, and there's a higher share of married couples in the market. The median age of the home buyer rose to 44 years of age versus 42. The largest share of home buyers is in the 25 to 34 age group, who accounted for 28% of the recent home purchase in the market. The 2013 median household income for buyers rose slightly to $84,500 per year from $83,300 in the last report. Buyers in the Midwest region tend to be younger, while buyers in the West and South regions tend to be older. Buyers in the West region had the highest incomes, followed by buyers in the Northeast. The share of married buyers remained nearly flat, and that would be at 65%. The single buyer share remained suppressed. Single female buyers only made up 16% of buyers, while the share of single male buyers is at 9%. In the past years, single females made up more than 1/5 of the marketplace, and single males made up more than 1/10 of the recent buyers. This suggests that while tightened lending conditions continue, married couples are better able to provide the purchasing power needed to buy a home. 35% of recent buyers had children under the age of 18. 13% of the recent buyers purchased a home from multi-generational household, a home that had adults, siblings, adult children over the age of 18, and or grandparents in the household. 1/4 of these homes were bought for cost savings, an additional 23% due to children over the age of 18 moving back into the home. 18% of multi-generational households purchased this household type because of health and caretaking of aging parents, while 1 in 10 purchased this type of home to spend more time with their aging parents. Characteristics of the home purchased. Buyers purchase different types of homes for different reasons. While new home purchasers buy with the hope of avoiding renovations or problems with plumbing or electrical and the ability to customize their home, previously owned home buyers often purchase their home for a better price and overall value and the charm and character of that home provides. Repeat buyers purchase larger homes than first-time buyers, and the new homes are larger than previously owned. 13% of the recent home buyers over 50 years of age purchase a home in a senior-related housing or an active adult community, which tends to change the home type and location somewhat from homes not in senior housing. Once the buyer is moved into their newly purchased home, they expect to live there for 12 years. First-time home buyers and younger buyers expect their tenure will be shorter, while older buyers expect their tenure to be longer. 44% of buyers report that they could move with a future life change, such as an addition to the family, marriage, when children move out of the home, or retirement, while 23% report this is their forever home and they have no intention of ever moving. Home buying and the real estate professional. Most buyers purchase their homes through a real estate agent or a broker. While nearly all buyers of previously owned homes use real estate agents, a sizable portion of new home buyers purchase their homes through developers, though that figure is lower this year than in past years. Even among those who purchase a new home, the majority of the buyers do use an agent to purchase the home. Most agents have their buyers sign disclosure agreements. As agents and buyers share a lot of critical information, buyer representative agreements are often less formal agreements between buyers and agents, but are becoming more and more formal. As inventory tightened in many of the areas of the country in the past year, buyers are most often looking for real estate agents to help them find the right home. For most buyers, referrals continue to be the primary method for finding an agent. Most buyers only interview one agent during their search process. Buyers tend to be looking for agents with a good reputation, who are honest and trustworthy, and at the end of the process, most buyers are satisfied with their agent and would recommend their agent to others. Thank you for listening to Home Seller episode number 4. We are grateful for the time you have given us to listen to this podcast, and we look forward to your input and what you'd like to hear about in future podcasts. You can find the show notes at www.homesellerhomebuyer.com, and you can leave your comments, questions, and suggestions there, or email us at info@homesellerhomebuyer.com. Tell your family, friends, and coworkers about Home Seller Homebuyer podcast. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to listen to the Home Seller Homebuyer podcast, and catch us at the next episode. Thank you for listening, and stay informed.